Okay, I had an awesome run in Kadoka. It looks like I'm winning 4th.
Fallon Taylor, little lady with a great challenge in front of her. This is Slump.
Baby Slump. She wins the world championship. And the winner's circle for that cowgirl.
And the victory lap. Ellen Taylor will win.
She's riding a new horse, a young horse, out of her champion flow.
She has absolutely been unstoppable.
What's up, Flummies? Welcome back to my channel. We are in beautiful Kadoka, South Dakota. The sun is setting behind me in this gorgeous, like, pasture and mountains all around. Like, you can't quite take it all in, but it's really, really beautiful in South Dakota. It's a place where I love to come in the summer, because in the winter, Rapid City's right down the road, and I'm super not into driving in snow that's this deep. So I rarely come up here in the winter, but in the summer, it's amazing. Now, Lolo next to us is trying to get attention in the vlog. Oh, now she quits now that the camera's on her. Daryl, you've been trying to get in the vlog this whole time. She's literally been making faces at me and sticking her tongue out. Daryl. Daryl. Nothing. Well, we have Lolo and Hush Money ready to go for tonight's run. We are in the slack after the performance, so we're going to get the advantage of being able to watch the performance, which I love. I do think all slacks for barrel racing, it would be way more even if it was after a performance. That way we run on more similar ground. It's so different that even in Reno, when they run the first round and the second round, they're both run at the same times of day, because it's such a temperature difference and such a ground difference between first round and second round. So they run all the first round in the day, all the second round at night, and I wish that we'd had that at every rodeo where everybody ran at the same time of day. So a lot of times the extra runners are run at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. when the other runners are run at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. So anyway, fingers crossed that with our new WPRA president, maybe that will shift a little bit. Hey, it's your sister. Lolo wants to be in the vlog really bad. She says, hey guys, remember me? I won Mom all those tour points last year. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm going to win some points for Cody.
Please and thank you.
So we're excited to make another run. I don't feel the need to whip out Flowbot just yet. I do feel like he is a horse that needs a lot more warm up, a lot more tuning before his run. He likes to see the arena right now. That's where he's at in his career. So I'm not going to pressure him to make runs where it's just a little bit too much. I'm going to wait until we have the perfect setup where he can go in and see the arena, where he feels more confident, doesn't have to battle with all that anxiety. I think a lot of us can totally relate, right? Like some of us are totally Flowbot. So he needs to see it, needs time to relax, settle in, kind of acclimate himself with everything, and then he does way, way better. So when we have that opportunity, he's going to get the call to make a run. So we only have really kind of big rodeos left. We have this rodeo, then Thermopolis, Wyoming, Prescott, Arizona, Greeley, Colorado. Our rodeo at Flagstaff, Arizona got canceled due to the fires, so sending tons of prayers to Arizona. Prescott is still on, so I think we're going to be able to make that rodeo, assuming that everyone is safe and the conditions are right. So we also will not go if it's a heavy smoke advisory, even if the rodeo still goes on, just because my dad's 81, we are young and healthy. There's no need to have smoke exposure like that if we don't have to. So fingers crossed we get to go to all of those, and then we've got a few rodeos planned for the 4th of July, which is actually just going to be 2 rodeos on the 3rd of July, but still we consider that our 4th of July. So stay tuned. It's time for us to get all saddled up and head into Kadoka, South Dakota. Wish us luck. So I just got a really cool thing, just had a really cool thing happen. A breakaway roper came up and said, hey, I love your podcast. By the way, I've never mentioned my podcast on YouTube, but you can check me out anywhere that you listen to podcasts. It's just called Fallon Taylor, so go check it out. Anyway, she's going through a slump, and I figured I would share it with you, how I've always found to get myself out of a slump. Now, I've been doing this for decades, and that means that I've been in a lot of slumps and failed a whole lot. So the main things for steps for getting out of a slump is to stop treading. Like you find yourself like treading water like you're in quicksand, and when you're in a bad rut and you tread water, you just end up like going further and further and further down. You try to change a lot of stuff. You try to find a solution, you start asking vets, you start asking people's opinions, and then you open yourself up, you let down all of your boundaries where everybody has an opinion on your journey, and then you start second guessing yourself, and you lose self-respect because you think that other people know better than you what's better for you. So the first thing that I love to do is stop motion, and we do what we call is making a sale video. So that means just if you were going to show somebody a really nice run of your horse, whatever event it is that you do, if you rope or you run barrels or you cut or you jump, whatever it is, just a really good video, and make that your next competition run as if you were filming it just to show somebody how nice your horse is and how solid they are. Not trying to win anything, not trying to achieve anything, just trying to make a good solid run. Like, why not sacrifice one run instead of just losing again? You might change your mind in the alleyway, but trust me, you want to make one of these sale videos so you can just find your confidence again, find rock bottom. Then the next thing is, don't ask anybody. You can ask mentors for help, but asking around for a whole ton of opinions is going to open you up to be really, really, really insecure. The next thing is, try to win fifth. I know that seems really counterintuitive, but winning fifth is what won me my world title. Trying to be just really good, steady, even at every single rodeo is how I won all of my money to go to the NFR. It's how I won all of my money at the NFR to win the world. I just shot for fifth. Imagine how relieved you would feel if you were just trying to be middle of the pack of the barrel racers you were running against that night, instead of trying to break an arena record or prove somebody wrong or prove yourself or earn credibility. You just allowed yourself the opportunity to not have so much self-induced pressure, and instead just say, hey, I want to go in, I want to do well, I want to win fifth. Still a high standard, but still not too high that you're going to come running from the back 40 and do something crazy, but it's going to give your brain enough of a break to actually go in and operate. The other thing is, don't be so freaking hard on yourself, and don't think that you need to have your heart rate up and get yourself in a tizzy. Have you ever been really late to work, or lost your keys, or needed to type an email really, really fast for a project, and had somebody standing over you or yelling at you or hurrying you along, and you fumble for your keys, you can't find anything, you spill your drink, you run all over? That's the exact same thing as getting yourself all in a frenzy before you go to compete. The calmer, more poised you can be as a competitor, the better you're going to operate. Your brain needs to be clear so that it can focus. So, tip number one is take some Brain Bridge Elevate. I take that. I absolutely love it. It's got a nootropic in it to help you elevate all of your focus and creativity and all of those things and brain functions. That was just a plug for something that I personally use. You can get that at mansports.com. Use code Fallon, get 20% off. Other things, meditation before you compete, and right like days before and also day of. Just so you can start to like really soak in exactly what it is that you want yourself to do. 3, have a really high standard with a middle of the pack mentality. I know it seems crazy, but winning fifth can get you on this steady climb, because some days you're going to win first, some days you're going to win eighth, but all the days you're going to take home a check. I hope this helps you a ton. I hope it helps me and Cody as we go into the alleyway to add a little less pressure to ourselves to go compete and just do really, really well. Okay, I had an awesome run in Kadoka. It looks like I'm winning 4th right behind Maggie Polonsic, who is not only in my Horse Bosses group, which is just the coolest thing ever, but she is an awesome, awesome person that I love, love, love running against and calling my friend. So that was really cool. And she currently is riding Chuck Norris, so we're a little partial to her. She ran a 17:24 and I ran a 17:26. Super excited about that and hoping that it holds. But now it's time for me to run at beautiful Thermopolis, Wyoming. So it's time to get tacked up. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I give the jockey 0 out of 5 stars on this run. She fell asleep at the wheel and then was standing on the gas pedal all the way to the 3rd barrel. Like both feet, 5th gear, screeching the tires. Like, why did I do that? My horse was hitting slick stuff behind the 3rd, so she had no chance to be able to turn because the jockey was just like ripping gears all the way to the 3rd instead of allowing her an opportunity to like slow down and really think about where she was going to put her feet. I just got excited. A lot of us do it all the time, but we got to run with this beautiful light, these gorgeous mountains in the background. And with all of that said, I'm still currently placing somehow. I'm so proud of her for having my back like that, because that's something that a 10, 11, 12-year-old horse would do. But for her to compensate for my mistakes is really cool. I'm so honored to be able to ride a horse like that, and I can't wait to do her more justice at the next rodeo in Prescott, Arizona. So we're very excited to go on to the next one. Whew, I will do better. Did you love this vlog but wish you could get even more training tips and horse content to apply to your training sessions? Make sure to check out thehorseboss.com. I'm excited to be your coach.